Hi, this is Paul Evans, CEO of Nicheology and the founder of the Profit Academy. In this video, we upload your first web page. Last video, we created a very basic, very brief web page, but one of the mistakes I see people make is that they try to go extravagant from the get-go instead of learning all of the little bitty basics, then expanding from there. So we've made a very simple web page, and now we want to go and upload it to the internet so that it's visible by and for all. All right, here we are at the home page of the personalsuccessclub.com. As we see, it's completely empty. This is what it looks like after we have our hosting and we've got our domain connected to it, but we don't have any files in our folders yet. So we're going to go to the control panel. You should have already watched that video. Here we are at the home area of our control panel. We want to scroll down to where it says Files. Click File Manager. File Manager. Now, when you do, some options will come up. Please select the directory to open. The home directory, web root, public FTP root directory. It really does not matter too much which one you select, so you can get to the final product from here, but I usually select public FTP, File Transfer Protocol. You'll hear people say you need to FTP your files. What? File Transfer Protocol. In other words, it's transferring your files from your computer to your online hosting so that they can be visible. But remember how we've already covered that your online hosting is really just a folder, just like your desktop, and it has multiple folders inside of it. We'll cover some of that later in future videos, but for now, we're just going to click this, select. I also select Show Hidden Files, just so I know what's in the folder itself completely, and then click Go. And then what will come up is your cPanel File Manager, and we're here at the home. Got a lot of different folders in here. The one that you need to be concerned with is this public underscore HTML. Public underscore HTML. This is where you want to make sure you transfer your files. So let me click that, and notice that we've got this CGI bin here. Let me go back to this index. You see how it says index of /CGI-bin? That's exactly what this is. So it's showing us what is inside this public folder for our domain name, thepersonalsuccessclub.com. Along the top, we've got new files, new folders if we want to add one of those, and we will in a future video, and upload. So I want to make sure that I go ahead and select upload. Maximum file size is 500 megabytes, which we're not in any risk of. Please select files to upload to. Now yours will look different because this is simply my account name here, but all of that will be regular, and that'll be just standard. That'll be the default. So read user group, I usually leave these the same unless I'm installing something that requires me to change these permissions. But I'm going to choose file, and remember we created this new folder, PSC. I'm opening it, so I'm in my PSC folder where I saved my index.html file. Let me shrink this down a bit, and it says choose. So I'm going to select the file, choose, and it begins to upload. It says 830 bytes complete. Go back, and notice here's my file has now been uploaded or transferred. And it's no different than transferring a file from one of your folders on your hard drive to another one of your folders on the hard drive. All that we're doing is transferring a file from a folder on my hard drive to a folder online in my hosting. So let's go back to that home page, index of /CGI-bin, and now let's refresh. This is the exact page we created. Remember, the Personal Success Club from Paul Evans. And Personal Success Club is right here in the description tab, just like we saved. So there you go. We've got our first web page actually up and online. In future videos, we'll scale this out a bit. We'll create a sales page. In the next video, we're going to add a graphic. The video after that, we're going to add a link, just so we can test out some of these different areas. So remember, right now, it's not critical that this is perfect, but I believe that it is critical that you take the steps to get it done. If you get impatient, if you feel like, well, this doesn't seem very advanced and I want something fancy, if you get fancy right out of the gate and you've not done it before, it can get challenging, get difficult, you can get overwhelmed, and you can give up. At the very minimum, create a bold headline like we've done here and some regular text size as we've done here, and just upload that to the internet. Go through the steps, perform the steps, pause the videos along the way if you need to. But as you can see, we started with nothing. Now we got a domain name, got hosting. We've created a very brief web page, but we've gotten rid of that ugly index page that we saw just a few seconds ago. So all of this is really standard and really easy. And if you feel like, man, Paul, you've really dumbed this down, well, good, because I'm hoping that everybody is able to really connect with this and is able to get their first website up and online. And if you followed the steps so far, you've actually done that. And we'll take it some farther steps to actually be able to create your full business online, but make sure that you've completed the steps so far. Until next time, this is Paul Evans. Success is not an accident. Be blessed.